Hey everybody, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we're back for another episode of Dual Universe. Okay, so I've been hard at work since our last episode, and I've been spending quite a few hours out mining the surface ore on the planet and transferring it back to the marketplace so that I could make some money and make enough money to buy this ship. I purchased this ship. It's the MK2, and it can carry up to 200 tons, which is a little better than the mule my friend was letting me use. This is the ship that was lent to me by one of the guys in the organization I belong to in this game. This is a mule, and this ship in the marketplace is this is the marketplace for ships, the UEF store. They sell this ship in there. It's a pretty good ship, and it sells for about half of what I paid for this one. This one, I think it's can carry 100 tons or maybe 150 tons. I can't remember. Whereas this one will carry 200 tons, maybe 200 plus. This is our new ship. Now I've filled all the fuel in it. Now I've traveled all the way back to Haven in this ship, and then back to here. And we will be taking a flight on that in the next episode or so you guys can see how that works. But for right now, I'm going to load up. I need to go to the marketplace. I want to replenish my fuel supply so I can have plenty of fuel on board. This HUD that I'm using did not come with the ship. They have Lua scripts for the HUDs, and this one is called can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll try to remember what it is, and I will link to the site where you can copy this HUD. There is a video or two online about how to use this HUD. I will show you guys in probably another episode how to actually use the HUD if you are going to be trying the 2-3 weeks playing the game, or if you do decide to keep the game and subscribe to it. For now, I want to go to the marketplace. I am at Alioth. I'm on Alioth, the planet, and I'm at Alioth 7. That's what this place is. This is Market 7. I want to travel over there so I can buy some fuel, and then we're going to go do some mining. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and copy the coordinates to the clipboard, and I'm going to close this. Then I'm going to hit enter to open up my chat, and then I'm going to move into the Lua channel, which that's where I'm at. Lua channel is where you enter this information in, and so I'm going to control V that into there, and then I'm going to hit this send button, and it gives me 0 temp Alioth as the flight path for it. I'll close that. I'm going to hit Shift L, and I'm going to engage. For some reason I didn't copy it. This is 0 temp, and I'm not sure it's the right one. I'm going to click it open and see how far that's going to take us. Yep, that's the right one, because that's the marketplace over there. Okay, so I have to fire up the throttle. I'm not going to turn it fully to 100%. It doesn't need to be, it's not that far. And then I'm going to hit control to release the brake. And now it's going to take us over here. Now it's going to probably try to drop us off on the outside of the platform, but I'm going to try and get it to land us on the platform. Hopefully we're not going to hit anything. And hopefully that's not the ramp. Well, he's trying to get us to land on another ship, but we don't want to do that. I'm going to land us over here by this. I'm going to hit G, and that's going to set the landing mode in motion. And all of this is courtesy of the Lua script that I have installed in Pilot Seek for this. Now I'm going to run up here, go buy my fuel, come back, stick it in the storage, so that we don't have to worry about running out of fuel somewhere. And then we'll go get some mining. So the game, like I said, has changed quite a bit. And one of the things that the organization that I'm in, that when I say an organization, there's only like 4 or 5 of us in here right now, but that's how it was when I was playing before. We also all belong to another organization that is very large. It's 400 plus members. But this is our thing, and this is, we're going to build a industry. We're going to be making and selling parts, and we're going to be building big ships. Hopefully the fuel here will be a little cheaper than it was on Haven. Haven fuel is just retardedly expensive. But it's 25 something here on Haven. It's like 200, I think. Which is crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna buy here. It's at this market. And I'm going to type in here. I'm going to buy 3,000 units. It's going to cost me 78 grand. It's going to put us under $1 million now in our account. Then I have to go to the storage here. I have to actually shift this over to my inventory. And then I'm going to move it from there over to my linked container. This. And that way it's stored on the ship. And organization I'm in, we share pretty much everything. And so for those guys that want to use my ship, if I'm not playing, they can do that. I can use their ship or ships, whatever I want. They're not on and I need them. Because that's just how we roll. But hopefully not in too far a future, we're going to be building some really massive ships to travel through space. We're going to build a base on Mattis. And we're going to be also mining the asteroids. Alright, so I'm going to hit M again. And I'm going to go to one of my ore mining spots right here. And I'm going to copy that coordinate. Goes this. Hit the enter to open up my chat. And I'm going to control V that into the chat bar and then send the message. 0 alien. So that should hopefully get us set up. 0 temp. And that looks about right. So I'm going to turn my throttles all the way up, and I'm going to release the brake. And it works out really nice because it flies the ship. I don't have to do anything. I have my hands sitting on top of my head. I don't have to make any adjustments or do anything. This will take us to our destination, bring us down to the ground, and land us. And anytime if I want to stop traveling, I can hit G. It'll go in landing mode and land wherever I've hit the G at. There's two ships flying back towards the market on the right here. Mid-screen left, that's my fuel. I just flew back from Haven, which is the starting point for beginners. And as you can see, my space fuel for both my main tank and my two rocket tanks are down from that flight back here. But with this autopilot system that I have in the hood, I actually started off from my base in Haven, and set a destination for Alioth, and I didn't have to do anything. It flew us all the way over, set up an orbital pattern. All I had to do then was find a point on the map where I wanted to go, enter the coordinates for it, and then it went out of the orbiting mode and took us down to the planet and landed us. So it's really nice because, you know, it just takes one little mistake. Now I flew that mule for a couple of days and doing the mining back and forth out in this area, and I had 2 crashes, I think. And crashes will happen if you're not careful. One little mistake and you can crash, and then it doesn't have to be a bad crash, and neither one of them were bad crashes. But you have to repair elements and stuff on the ship for it to be able to fly. And so that means you have to have repair scrap in your inventory to do that. The repair scrap can get expensive. And so I purchased quite a bit of scrap, so I'd always have it on hand. I still have some. And I had to repair the ship. So this ship, being that it is a different quality and different types of materials, it's way more expensive to repair than the mule would have been. And so I don't want to be spending a ton of money repairing my ship. Every piece and part on this ship has a repair limit, which means I can only repair each item on this ship 3 times, and then I have to replace it with a new item. Which means if I damage a wing 3 times and have to repair it 3 times, I can no longer repair it, and I have to replace it with a brand new wing. Wings go for $400 or $500 up to $1 million, and I'm not spending money for a wing if I can help. So it has landed me, and all I have to do now is exit. Now, when it's on uneven terrain, when it comes down to land, it will not set the ship at a weird angle. So it'll kind of hover above the ground like this. Now, I could hit G and it would have picked this up, and then G again, and it would have landed this on the actual ground, which means the ship would have been sitting at a funny angle. So that's kind of nice. There is a program out there that I can get that will afford us to... It would be a different flight script than the one I have, but it would afford us to set a remote control on this ship, and then I could set it up so that it would actually hover and follow me wherever I go, so I never run out of distance, because I am linked with the containers on this ship, and I can move quite a ways away from it before I become disconnected from it, and it's like around 900 meters right now. I'm still training that stuff so it'll get farther in time, but until I get to that point, I can only go about 900 meters before I can no longer stay linked to the containers, which means it would start feeding it into my personal inventory. Now I'm looking around here and I don't see any ore anywhere, but there's a reason for that. I have to equip my harvest tool, and then once I've done that, then ore will show up in the planet surface. Otherwise you won't be able to see it, it'll be invisible. And so I don't see any anyway. I'm not seeing it anyway. It's a lot harder to mine in the daylight than it is at night, because the ore is a lot harder to see. At night it glows, so it's very easy to see it. Now here's some ore here, and it just disappeared. That means, that tells me that this is a remnant, possibly of ore that's already been mined. Generic voxel era. So I'm having a problem with that. Let's see which I'm not using my container. So let's go over to our linked container. Let's see if we can go find some ore pocket somewhere. Now that voxel error could be a glitch, which means I may have to log out and log back in. Fix that. I'm getting quite far from my ship, so should move back in this direction. This area may just be mined out. Oh, there's some more over here. Yep. But there's not a whole lot of it here. Pockets of ore in this game usually are a lot bigger than that. That was only like 4 or 5 pieces. Usually it's a big pile of stuff spread out. Let's keep moving in this direction maybe. I'm trying not to get too far from my ship. If that symbol where my ship is on the mini-map disappears off the mini-map, then I'm getting really close to being out of my range. So I'm not seeing any ore over here whatsoever. This all may have been mined out already. There's a little bit up here. Not a whole lot though. And see, that wasn't a whole lot. It's actually kind of disappointing. And this may be remnants that somebody else was mining when they started mining in this area. And then their bags, or their containers got full and they had to leave us. Looks like there's some more down this way. But yeah, in the daytime it's a lot harder to see the ore. But at night you can see it way off in the distance because it glows. I'm going to run back over this way. I thought I'd seen a little bit over here. But it comes up pretty easy. It is by no means difficult. Alright, so just for that little bit, we've got the container about 45% full, but that's because we're also carrying a bunch of stuff well in this bag. And this stuff weighs a lot, and it's all added up. Now, one of the members is actually in the process of building our first base, which is going to become a manufacturing center for us. And once he's got the foundations and stuff down, I will be able to start hauling this over there and dumping it in our storage containers there to get ready to be processed down the road. Now, all of us in the organization have responsibilities to specialize in certain things. I am the miner. I am going to be one of the miners in this organization. That's going to be my responsibility to be out here mining the ore and bringing it back so that they can use it. The next guy can use it to smelt, and then the guy after him will turn those into parts, and the parts will be collected in bins so that we can start putting together the parts we need to manufacture ships and things like warp cores and such. But everybody plays a part and everybody shares equally in the rewards. And we will build all of us will have a good ship that'll be space-worthy. It will have, all of them will have warp engines on them so that you can warp from one side of the galaxy to the other in a matter of under a minute. Which is beneficial if you are mining like I will be. It means it will afford me to visit many different planets, to surface mine ore, and then many asteroids to mine the ore out of the asteroids. Now the asteroids are the only thing left in the game now that you actually dig down in the earth to mine. But we will be mining, we're still able to mine like we used to in the game. And that is cool because I'm already missing that kind of mining. I loved it. Yeah, and then the amount of ore now to make stuff or to sell for money is unbelievable. Now see, all of them just disappeared and it has a genetic voxel error. That's what I'm getting. Get another one. From actually not doing that. Watch, the ore around us will probably disappear, see? And one of them over there disappeared. Generic voxel error. I'm not able to pick up any of this stuff. I want to make it disappear so I don't Now I'm able to mine. Do all this ore down here. And what could be happening is this ore is just spawning. Nope, that one disappeared. That one didn't. These ores may have just spawned. I see a bunch on the hill right there. So they haven't finished completing themselves. So by me mining it is creating a problem for it. Yeah, because some of the stuff wasn't here just a second ago. And that's what happens when you finish nodes on this, nodes, not like underground mining nodes, but, these pockets of ore pieces that are laid on the top of the ground. In one area, when you finish it, this whole map, the way I understand it, is covered in these stones. They're just not visible to us. And only so much can be available on the territory at a time. And so once I mine all this up, somewhere else on this territory some more will pop up. Now that's not the same as saying it's respawning, because it's not. Once mined, you can't remine it again. It has a finite amount of ore on this territory. So that's what that's about. Ah, we got another generic box. Oh, mishap. Which, if it continues to keep happening, I'll end up jumping in the ship and we'll move to another territory. I don't want to deal with that. Yep, there it did it again. And when it did it, all the ore next to it all disappeared. I don't know why it's doing this. Not quite sure. But it's got to be a code error or something. Okay, so see, all that stuff that was here is all gone now. Because every time I had a generic voxel area, a bunch of them would disappear. Let's see if these are doing that up here as well. They seem to be working right. So we're glad for that. There's a lot of coal these days. But that's not a bad thing, because in recipes, in a lot of recipes, it takes a lot of coal. Alright, so let's look and see where we're at now. We're at about over 50%. More on the hillside here. Yeah, but in the old days, in this game, you could get off on properties and you'd see scanners that people had planted, and you'd see holes all over the place. People had dug tunnels, and you could dig quite a ways. I mean, there was never a barrier, that I remember, that stopped you from digging as deep as you wanted to dig. I know some of the tunnels I dig were just insanely deep and long, convoluted, kind of going all over the place. We're back at our ship. I think we're going to head back the other direction from our ship until we got back over this way. Like I said, sometimes this stuff is hard to see. Well, this stuff isn't hard to see. Now, of course, I thought there was nothing over here when we looked before, but looks like we could have been wrong. Yeah, we did. Okay. Now I'm seeing more over here. And this is mining, my friends. Isn't this fun? Really not that bad. Like I said, you can come out here and come out and mine and fill up your backpack, run it back to the marketplace, sell it, make some money. Buy you a mule. Takes you like 2, maybe 3 hours to get the money for a mule. Stay steady at it. And once you got the mule, you come out, link up to the container, and start making money. Should be getting close to being full now. Over at 72. We'll get some more over here. Excuse me. It doesn't take long to mine, as you can see. We cleared out that pocket of ore pretty quick. Stuff that we missed over here. Alright, we're still pretty close to our ship. We don't have too much to worry about on that angle. I think there's some more ore here. Not a whole lot, but every little bit helps. We're at 80%. See some more ore over there. And then this valley right here. Yeah, this should fix this right up. It's a pretty big pocket over here. Quite a bit and spread over a wider area. And we're still finding ore. Alright, where's our inventory now? 88%. I know this can be kind of boring, but somebody has to do it. 92%. We're almost there. Hopefully we'll find enough in this next batch to fill our container and our ship up, and then all we have to do is fill up our backpack. We never make a ship back to the marketplace without having full account in our backpack and in our ship's cargo. Some of my mining stuff must have leveled up. It feels like mine can reach farther today, my little mining tool. Okay, when we get close, 97. Alright, let's roll back around this way. I'm not seeing anything. This will definitely fill us up. Not enough storage, which means our container in our ship is full. So we will work on our backpack. To do that, I need to unlink them. Some down here we missed, it looks like. There's a statue of it right here. I don't have to worry about how far we go from the ship now. We don't need to be late. Cleared out here. Looks like we did pretty much. Yep, we got a block generic box there over here. Yep, so those aren't working. We're going to see if these are working. Nope. How much we got? 33%. Work our way back this way. Looks like a file over here. Alright, this is a good file. 59%. We're in the 80s, so we're almost done. Can we get lucky and find another one over here somewhere? I see some over here. Yep. Maybe there's some focus off. We are full, cool and cool. Head back to the ship, and then we'll head back to the market. And then we'll sell this ore. I'm gonna see something here. We'll be able to make a bunch of pure silicon scrap. This will be the first thing we've ever manufactured this trip back to the game. So we'd have to manufacture all these just to make this. And just so you have a basic idea of how this works, make a steel frame, a small one. We need steel products. For that we need pure iron and carbon. What we need to do now is open our inventory. Link. Oh, we can't put this in here. It doesn't matter. I want to relink this. We can't finish that because we don't have any inventory space. We need to go back to our ship anyway. We need to head out to the market. Work all the way. And hit the mount app. We want to go to the closest market to us. It's going to be this one. Let's see if we can get a better shot of that one. One's the closest. Probably actually this one. I'm going to put it just a little bit past it. Maybe we can land on the deck. again to slow our speed. Oh no, looks like it's going to fire us now before we get to it. Just a little closer to the platform here. The G, that'll get us on landing mode. We'll hit F. And we'll head inside the market. How far down is our ship? We hit 6. I'm going to pick the ship up. And set the ship down. And now we're on board. Turn it back around so it'll be heading in the right direction. And there you have it. Now we can go back in, we can go into the market and make some money. Let's see what our active container is. Do this. Push F. I'm going to go to materials. Mineable materials. Ore. Tier 1 ore. I'm going to go up to the bauxite. Let's hit sell. And sell. Now I'm going to exit marketplace. I'm going to hit inventory. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to move this stuff over into the other one. I failed to move it because once again it is full. What we're going to do is hit F. Materials, mineable ore, tier 1 ore. This time we're going to sell the coal. That should put us over the $1 million mark if you look at this price. We are now over $1 million. Once again, I'm going to hit inventory. I'm going to hit move to link container. Move the slot bin. Okay. Now I'm gonna open this one up. Materials, minables, or tier 1. So that. So this, we don't have any because we sold it already. Let's sell it. And we'll sell the quartz. Now we're going to go to the tier 2 ores. Limestone. Instant sell. That. And the malachite. Alright, so we're 1,364,000. That's not a bad little haul. And that's how you do it. That's how you make money in the game. It didn't take us that long out there. We can carry 6 people in here, plus 2 standing, or even 3 standing, which would be 9 people if we really wanted to. Somebody could actually stand up here. And you actually sit in these chairs. As you can see, I'm sitting in the chair. But anyways, so that's our episode for today. These ships, like I said, are running. The ship here cost me a little over $3 million. And it is a good ship. Especially with that kit involved, that luau grip. And I don't suggest anybody that's a beginner in this game that has no experience with flying these machines. I don't recommend they do that. I recommend maybe they watch a video so they can kind of, the way I learned, and really the best way to learn is to watch the videos on piloting these things, and then also there are many videos on there on how to convert your feeder into a flying machine. And I would suggest doing that first. The size of this beast. What is this one? This is an iron stalwart. Now these sell for about this little bit more than what I paid for mine. These fall a lot more ore. And I just didn't see the point. I didn't really see the point. We didn't really need something that big yet. It would take me 10 years to fill all the capacity in the ship. I didn't want to do that. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be our video for today. If you like the video, hit the L button, help us out. If you haven't subscribed, help us out, do that. Trying to hit 1,000 subscriber mark, and we've been trying to do it for a couple months now, and it's my fault. I have nothing to complain about. I'm in the middle of a bathroom remodel at my house, and so I have really pulled way down on my videos, but I'm trying to pick it back up again. And there are other videos I'm going to be making videos on other games that we're playing as well. But for now, I'm kind of getting back into Dual Universe. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos. Maybe you're learning some things. We appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that bell so you get notification the next time we drop a video. That's like, subscribe, hit the bell. Also leave a comment. Tell us what you think. If you're enjoying the video, if you have any questions, or even if you have some criticisms or some suggestions, we appreciate the comments. Don't hesitate. This is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. Have a great day, evening, or afternoon, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.